Hello and welcome to Therapeutic Yoga. My name is Kat. I'm a registered massage therapist and yoga instructor at K-Town Physio. And today we have a beginner to intermediate level full body yoga flow for those looking to focus on neck and shoulder issues. All you need for today's class is a yoga mat or a large towel, another small hand towel, and a glass of water. In this and every other yoga class, it's important to pay attention to the body and to respect any signals or limitations our body might be showing us. We should never push through anything painful or overly strenuous, never forcing any positions. If anything feels too challenging, I invite you to come out of the posture a little bit, or please take a rest at any time. With that being said, let's use our breath to tune into how our body is feeling. Find a comfortable seated position on your mat and begin to draw your breath into the very base of your stomach, asking your belly button to rise and fall. Once we've changed where we're breathing, let's change how we're breathing by lengthening your exhales. Maybe breathe in for 2, maybe exhale for 3 or 4. Continue a few more on your own here. By controlling the breath, we control the mind, changing the chemistry, changing the nervous system, preparing for your practice today. Okay, so we're going to get started at the top of our mat. Coming into mountain pose, really rooting down through the 4 corners of the feet, lengthening the spine, reaching the crown of the head towards the ceiling, dropping the shoulders, palms facing forward. Take 2 breaths here into the very base of your stomach. Inhale and exhale. Bring your hands together at your heart center. We're going to inhale to reach the arms straight up towards the ceiling, maybe gently leaning back. And exhale, folding from the hips, you're going to bring your hands down to the mat. Go ahead and bend the knees if you need to. Inhaling, we're going to take a big step to the back of the mat with the right foot, or you can drop the knee and then slide it back. From here, inhaling to lift the chin and the chest. And exhale, we're going to take a big step back with the left foot, or bring the left knee down and then slide it back to meet the right knee. Into your plank position, drawing your belly button in tight to the spine. If you'd like to challenge here, go ahead and tuck the toes and lift the knees up and off the mat. From here, lowering down into your cobra, so we're going to bring our knees and then our stomach and our chest all the way down to the mat. Palms under shoulders, elbows tight to sides. Inhale to lift the chin and the chest. And then exhale, we're pushing our hips back as we tuck the toes, straighten the legs to lift the hips. Let the heels sink down. Really pressing into the first finger and the thumb. Trying to rotate through the shoulders to open up here, creating space through the ears and the shoulders. And on your next inhale, you can big step up to the top of the mat with the right foot, or drop the knees, slide the right knee up. Then bring the foot underneath your head between your 2 hands. From here, that left knee is dropped, the toes pointed. We're going to inhale and look up. And then exhale, either big step up or slide the left knee up. Both feet come together into your forward bend. Again, knees bent here if our hamstrings are tight. And then inhale to sweep the arms up as high as you can first, then standing tall, lengthening at the top, maybe hips forward. And exhale, palms to side. Same thing on the other side. Inhale. And exhale, bring your hands together at heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms up to reach and lean back. Exhale, folding from the hips, bring hands down to mat. Good. Left leg, either drop the knee down and slide it back, or a big step back. Once we're here, drop the knee. Point the toe. Inhale to lift the chin and the chest. And exhale. Either put the right knee down and slide it back, or take your big step back into your plank. Always remember to respect your body. If it doesn't want a high plank, take a low plank. And then exhale, lowering all the way down into your cobra. So squeezing the shoulder blades here, legs are straight, pressing into the palms of your hands and the tops of your feet. Inhale, lift the chin. And then exhale, pushing back into your down dog. Hips come up, heels sink down, straight legs, straight arms, just as much as possible, but keep that bend if the hamstrings need it. We're going to inhale that left leg all the way back up. So you can drop down to the knees and slide it up, or you can take a big step. Right knee comes down, toes pointed. Inhale to lift the chin. And exhale, big step up or slide the knee, but the right foot comes to meet the left into your standing forward bend. And then inhale to sweep the arms up and then stand tall, lengthen, and exhale, palms to side. Good. One more each side. Inhale. Exhale, palms together at heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, folding. Inhale, right leg steps back. Drop the knee, point the toe. Inhale, chin up. And then stepping back into your plank. Lowering all the way down to cobra, belly, chest. Palms under shoulders, squeeze the elbows, straighten the legs. Inhale. And then exhale, pushing back into your down dog. Good. Always permission to take a child's pose here instead, if down dog is feeling a bit too challenging. From your down dog, we're going to inhale and bring that right foot up to the top of the mat. Drop the left knee, point the toe. Inhale, chin up. Exhale, stepping to the top of the mat into your standing forward bend. Inhale, arms come up, standing tall. Exhale, palms to side. Inhale. Exhale, palms together at heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, folding. Palms come down. Inhale, left leg steps back. Drop the knee, point the toe. Deep breath in. Exhale, stepping back into your plank. Exhale, lowering knees, belly, chest all the way down. Inhale to peel the chin and the chest away from the mat. Really squeeze those shoulder blades here. And exhale, tucking the toes, lifting the hips up into your down dog. Inhale, right leg all the way up. Left knee stays down, point the toe. Inhale, chin up. Exhale, big step to the top of the mat, standing forward bend. Inhale, reaching the arms, coming to stand nice and tall, maybe pushing the hips. And exhale, palms to side. Inhale. Exhale, palms together. Inhale to reach. Exhale, folding, nice flat back. Palms come down. Inhale, left leg steps back. Drop the knee, point the toe. Inhale to chin up. And then stepping back into plank. Exhale, lowering all the way back down into your cobra. Good, squeeze shoulder blades. Inhale to peel the chest and the chin up. And exhale to push the hips up and back, heels down, palms straight. Maybe drop the forehead. And inhale, left leg steps all the way back up. Drop the right knee, point the toe. Inhale, lift the chin. And exhale, stepping to the top of the mat into your forward bend. Inhale, sweeping the arms up, standing tall, lengthening at the top. And exhale, palms to side. Good. Take a moment here just to catch your breath. Just trying to slow down your exhales. And then realigning your feet under your hips here. I'd like you to reach forward, palms either facing each other or facing down. And you're going to let your hips sink back as if you're going to sit into a chair, bending at the knees, bending at the hips. Good, really reaching forward, keeping the chin lifted into your chair. Find a drishti point or any point on the wall or anywhere on the room to focus on. 2 breaths here. Final breath. Good, and then lowering all the way down to the mat, preparing for boat pose. Soles of the feet on the mat, knees are bent. Go ahead and grasp behind the knees, and then keeping the chin lifted, gently lean back a little bit. And then see if you can find some balance on your sits bones. Perhaps lifting one foot, perhaps another. If this is enough, stay here. Option to release the legs and reach forward. Really keeping the chin up, lengthening through the spine. And if you'd really like to challenge, see if you can straighten your legs or not. Find your limits, play within it. Final breath here. Good, and then go ahead and grasp behind the knees. Release the feet back down to the floor. Crossing at the feet, bringing the hands in front of you, we're going to transition into a tabletop pose. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Let's go ahead and come all the way down to your forearms. So your palms can be face down on the mat with your fingertips pointing in front of you. Or option to keep the elbows where they are. Make a fist with one hand. Grab it with the other hand so you've got a bit of a triangle. From here, shift your knees back and then let your pelvis drop down so that you could imagine drawing a line through the crown of your head and coming out through the bottom of your spine. Your knees can be down, or we can lift the knees by tucking the toes, straightening the legs. Good, really drawing the navel in towards the spine, drawing the sides of the body in towards the spine and the back in towards the spine. Nice strong core. Always come out earlier if you need to, otherwise take 2 more breaths with me here. Good, final breath. And then exhale, lower all the way down to the mat. Let's set up for another cobra. So bring the palms underneath your shoulders. Squeeze the elbows tight to your sides, really squeezing the shoulder blades, straightening through the legs, and then pressing into the palms of the hands and the top of the feet. Inhale to peel the chest and the chin up. So just a little movement here. We're not taking a big accentuated back bend, just enough to really strengthen through the back. Really important for spinal health, for posture. To check how much you're using your hands versus using your back, if you'd like, see if you can lift your hands up and off the mat just for a second. Perfect. Good, and then pushing your hips back. We're going to let our hips sink back to your heels into a child's pose. Maybe widen the legs here, bringing the toes together. And then arms reaching forward, fingertips towards the top of the mat. Perhaps lowering the forehead down to the mat. 2 breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Bring your right palm up underneath your face, and then we're going to slide it through the gap that the left arm makes, maybe dropping the right shoulder down, maybe lowering the head down, maybe reaching a little bit further with this left arm. Take 2 breaths here. Just closing your eyes and sinking into the opening of your upper back. Really feeling that elongation. Good, bringing that right arm back, you're going to reach it back up to the top of the mat. Left palm comes underneath your face, sliding through the gap, dropping the left shoulder maybe dropping the head. And taking 2 breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Final breath. Good, bringing the hand back underneath you, reaching forward to the top of the mat. 1 more child's pose. Good, and then come back up into a tabletop position. And then if you're comfortable, sit your bum back to your heels into a kneeling pose. This is tricky on your knees. Go ahead and take an easy pose, just cross-legged here. Otherwise, I'd like you to interlace your fingers behind your back, or you can grasp one wrist, or if you have a small towel, you can grab onto the towel instead. Once you've got your hand position, go ahead and drop the shoulders down, pull the chin in, and then see if you can bring your hands away from your lower back. Good, just play with however much space you have. Just breathing and feeling how far your body would like to do this today, respecting those limits. If this feels okay and you'd like to experiment a little bit with gravity, you can gently tip forward, mindful of your balance, bringing your forehead down to the mat and letting the arms lift further away. Good, take 2 breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Final breath. Good, if you're tipped over, gently come back up, nice and slow. Hands come back down behind your back. And we'll go ahead and sit down now into your easy pose for some neck stretches. So take your left hand, place it underneath your bum on the left side. And we're going to side bend right ear to right shoulder, being mindful that the nose stays forward and not tipping down here. Good, maybe close your eyes and just sink into that lengthening sensation in your upper traps on the left side. Deep breath in and exhale, being mindful to push this right shoulder down, creating space. Left shoulder. And then let's gently go ahead and come out and take the other side. So right hand under right bum, side bending left ear to left shoulder. Good, find as far as your neck just comfortably wants to go. You should always be able to stay in a pose for at least 30 seconds. If not, come out of it a little bit. Find your drishti point or close your eyes. 2 more breaths here, inhale. Exhale. Good, final breath. And exhale. Good, bring the hands underneath the bum, head back up. Same thing on the other side, but with a slight variation. So left hand comes under left bum, side bend right ear to right shoulder. Now we're gently going to go ahead and tip the nose down towards that right armpit, feeling the stretch change through the back. Now isolating that levator scapula muscle, which might feel better, it might feel worse. If you'd like, take your right hand and bring it to the back of your head and just apply a small amount of overpressure, encouraging that nose to come down towards that armpit. 2 more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Good, final breath. Releasing the back of the head if you have your hand there, and then bringing your head up to neutral, releasing the hand. Right hand under right bum, left ear to left shoulder. And then slowly and with control, inviting that nose to rotate down towards that left armpit. Each side will feel a little different. That's very normal. If you'd like overpressure, go ahead and take that hand and just respectfully applying a little bit of overpressure here. 2 more breaths. Inhale. And exhale. Good, final breath. Good, letting go of the back of the head, releasing the hand. Last one on either side. Left hand under left bum, side bending right ear to right shoulder. Now we're gently tipping backwards as we lift the chin towards the ceiling, feeling some elongation into the front side of the neck. These are your scalene muscles. And they are responsible for pulling our head down. So looking at your phones and also turning to the same side. Good, 2 more breaths here. Good, just rotating that chin up towards the ceiling and gently tipping back. Final breath. Good, gently coming out of that, releasing the hand. Last one, other side. Right hand under right bum. Left ear to left shoulder. And then gently tipping the back of the head closer to your upper back and maybe rotating the chin up towards the ceiling. Just enough that we feel pulling in through that front side of the neck. Good, maybe even closing the teeth to encourage the jaw to just put a little bit more tension on those muscles. Final breath. Good, and then releasing. And go ahead and just take a few gentle neck rolls, only to the front. We're not going to go to the back. Never to the back. Good, just side to side. Moving everything around after that nice stretching. Okay, so I'd like you to come down into a fish pose. We're going to straighten the legs, come down lying on the mat all the way. Take both palms face down beside you, straight arms, and you're going to slide the left arm under your left body and the right arm under your right body. Good, so the backs of your hands should be pressing into your bums or your upper back of legs. And then pushing into the elbows and the forearms, I'd like you to lift yourself up so that you can see your toes. Good, from here, really expanding through the chest, lifting the belly towards the ceiling, nice arch in the back. And if this feels okay and you'd like to go a little further, maybe you can bring the top of your head down to the mat. Take 3 breaths here. When we inhale, I'd like you to really expand through your chest, through your heart center. And exhale. Good, big breath into your chest. And release. Good, final breath here, biggest breath you're going to take today. In through the heart center. And exhale. Let your head slide back down. Let your elbows release your entire body. Back down to the mat. And then just take 2 breaths here. Palms up, eyes closed. Good, final breath. And then go ahead and roll onto your side to come up to a seated position with your legs straight out in front of you. Seated forward bend. Invite the cushion out from underneath your bum so that our sits bones are grounded here. Legs are straight up, toes active. Inhale to reach the arms straight up. Exhale, folding from the hips. Just go ahead and grab wherever you can. Might be knees, might be ankles, might be feet. If you have a towel, you can use your towel here to kind of rein your feet in and then use some leverage. Either way, we're keeping our back nice and flat. We're inhaling and we're exhaling, inviting your belly button a little closer to your thighs. Just playing with however much space your body wants to let you have, never forcing. Deep breath in. And then exhale, bring your chin a little closer to your toes. If you'd like to drop the forehead, go ahead and do so here. And take 2 more breaths. Deeply inhale. And exhale. Good, deep breath in. And exhale. Good. Without sitting up, I'd like you to let go of wherever you're holding and just continue to reach out past the feet. Good. And then inhale, we're sitting straight up, bringing the arms up and overhead. And then swinging the palms behind us, fingertips pointing away, nice and wide on the mat here, so out to the edges. We're going to keep the legs straight and then pushing into the heels and the palms of the hands. I'd like you to lift the hips up into your inclined plane. Inhale and exhale. See if you can lift a little higher, and if you'd like, go ahead and drop the head back. Otherwise, keep the head lifted. Whatever feels good. 2 more breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Good. Final breath. See if you can lift those hips just a little bit higher. And exhale, lowering the hips all the way down, nice and slow. And then bringing the head up slow last. Good. Let's take a reclined spinal twist. So we have some options here. We're going to lie down with our knees bent, soles of feet on mat. And we can let both knees tip down to the right here, bringing the arms out parallel. Gaze out over the left fingertips. Or if you'd like a little bit more stretch through the back, go ahead and cross the right knee over the left and then let the knees tip down to the left. Good, just increasing the twist in through the lumbar spine. Arms can be straight out here, or you can bend at 90 degrees. Gaze is still to the left side. Final breath. Good, uncross the legs if they are crossed. Bring the knees back to center. Same thing other side. So either both knees tip down to the left side now, or we can cross the left over the right and then let both knees tip down to the left. Fingertips are out parallel to the body. Gaze out over the right. Or you can bend the arms at 90 here. Whatever feels better for you. Good, 2 more breaths here. Good, final breath. Bring your gaze back up to the ceiling, knees back up to the ceiling, rolling over onto one side and coming up to a standing position on your mat. Facing the wide side of your mat, I'd like you to bring your feet further than hip width apart. And then your right toes, I'd like you to point towards the front of the mat. Back foot stays parallel so that we could intersect a line between the back of that right heel and the midsection of that left foot. Front knee is bent at about 90, no further. Don't let the knee track over the ankle here. And then inhale to sweep the arms up, drop the shoulders, gaze out over the right fingertips into your warrior 2. Good, drawing the inner thighs together here. Find your point, your drishti point, your point of focus. 2 breaths here. Final breath. Lovely. Now straightening that right knee. I'd like you to reach out over the right toes and then bring the right palm down. Bring the left hand up and then swing that left arm, palm down, really reaching to the right side of the room here. Grounding down through that back foot into your triangle. If this is too challenging, go ahead and bend the right knee and then place the right forearm down into your extended side angle to support. Wherever you are, 2 more breaths here. Good, so from extended side angle or from your triangle, if you're in triangle, bend the knee to support the back, bring that left palm down first, and then rise up back into your warrior 2, dropping the shoulders, really reaching out with the right fingertips, reaching back with the left fingertips. Good, final breath. And then straighten that leg, bring the toes back to center. We're going to switch sides. I'm going to shuffle over a little bit here. So left toes pointing to the back of the mat. Draw that imaginary line between that left heel and the middle of that right foot, bending the knee but no further than 90. Inhaling to sweep the arms up, drop the shoulders, squeeze the inner thighs together, and really reach out with both arms here, looking out over your left fingertips. Good, 2 more breaths here. Beautiful, so we're straightening that left leg, and now we're reaching out over the left side, bringing that left palm down, sweeping the right arm up. Palm comes down, reaching to the left side of the room. Really trying to open through the shoulder, not collapsing here. You can look down, forward, or up. Really ground down through the right foot, really reaching with the right arms. And again, permission to bend that knee. Take your extended side ankle here instead. Final breath. And wherever you are, go ahead and bend the knee first, and then bring that right arm down. Swing the left arm back up, drop the shoulders, reach out into your warrior two. Good, deeply in. And exhale, straighten the foot, bring the toes back to center, and then we can kind of heel toe back to the middle here. Let's come into a final chair pose before our rotator cuff stretches. So set your feet up underneath your hips, bend the knees, bend the hips to sink back, arms reaching forward, palms together or palms down, but really reaching forward, keeping the chin lifted. Good, let's take 3 breaths here. Good, inhale, exhale. Beautiful, final breath. Perfect, and lower yourself all the way back down to the mat. I'd like you to grab your towel and then take an easy pose. So sitting cross-legged. I'm going to grab my towel or sheet. Okay, so holding the top of the towel with your right hand, I'd like you to bring it behind your head, and it can be up here or down here, just as far as you comfortably can. With the left hand, go ahead and grab the bottom of that towel, and then inch your hands closer together, just as much as comfortable. Hold on with the palms, but release and drop through the shoulders. Take 2 breaths here, deeply in. And exhale. Good, deep breath in. And exhale, good. Drop the right hand, but hang on with the left and switch sides. So the left palm comes behind your head. Right hand grabs the bottom of the towel, inching the hands closer together. Hang on with the hands, but drop and relax through the shoulders. And then take 2 breaths here, deeply in. And exhale. Good, deep breath in. And release. Good. Go ahead and let go of the towel. Maybe keep it close by for your Shavasana, because here is the point where we get to relax our entire body, absorb the benefits of the practice. Please take your Shavasana, you have earned it. Find a comfortable resting position, either on your back or on your side. Feet apart, legs apart, palms up, eyes closed. Bring your awareness to your breath. Really breathe into the very base of your belly. And lengthen your exhales. Really focus on feeling the mat underneath your body, the ground underneath your mat, and the earth underneath the ground. Just focus on the sensation of feeling completely and totally supported. Drawing your awareness into your feet. I'd like you to bring that relaxation up into your ankles, shins, calves. Relaxing through the knees and the thighs, through the hips and the pelvis. Deep breath in, and exhale, relax the entire lower body. And then draw that heaviness up into your spine, relaxing the low back and the middle back, the upper back. Relaxing stomach, chest, relaxing shoulders, upper arms, elbows, forearms. Relax relaxing palms and fingers. Feel your fingers gently curl. And then let that heaviness spread up into your neck and your throat. Relax your jaw. Maybe let your teeth and your tongue completely be heavy. Relaxing your eyes and the space between your eyes. Soften the forehead. Deep breath in. And exhale, relaxing the entire body. I will leave you here for 2 minutes in Shavasana and will gently call you out when it's time. When thoughts come in, notice them, but don't attach to them. Just let them go. Bring yourself back to your breath and back to your body. Breathe well. All right, friends, when you're ready, slowly start to bring your awareness back to the room around you. Maybe invite some movement into the fingers and toes, wrists and ankles. Maybe tipping your feet to either side, creating some movement through the legs up into the hips. And then draw your feet and legs together and reach your arms up and overhead to give your body a big stretch. And release. When you feel ready and at your own pace, go ahead and roll over onto one side and then push up to a seated position on your mat. Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me here today. It has been my honor. Namaste.